Hey guys, I'm back this week with another summer entertaining episode with Rachel Talbot, and today we are talking about outdoor entertaining, one of my favorite things to do in the summertime. So today I'm going to show you one of my favorite go-to meals when entertaining outdoors, shrimp rolls with corn salad. But be sure to stick around after my video is done because you'll want to head to Rachel's channel because she's going to show you how to get your outdoor space ready for summer entertaining. So let me show you how to make a classic summertime dish, a shrimp roll. Growing up in New England, summers for me always meant lobster rolls down by the beach. But of course, lobster can be really expensive, and I have found that a really easy cheat is to substitute shrimp instead. Also, because we're going to be roasting the shrimp and bringing out all of its flavor, you can also use frozen shrimp too. So you want to begin with shrimp that is deveined and shelled, and we are going to leave the tails on. So I'm a big fan of leaving the tails on anytime I cook shrimp because I find that it just retains its sweetness and prevents the shrimp from drying out. Now, a little cheat that I like to do when using shrimp instead of lobster is to butterfly the shrimp, because what that is going to do is basically allow that shrimp to plump up as it cooks so that when it's done and we chop it up and put it in the salad, it's actually going to look a lot more like lobster. Then we're going to place it in a bowl, toss it with a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper just until everything is nice and coated, and then place it on a rimmed cookie sheet. Then we're going to place our shrimp in the oven at 400 degrees for just about 5 minutes each side. You'll know that it's done when the shrimp turns light pink and opaque. Then we're going to allow our shrimp to cool while we prepare our dressing. So in a small bowl, we're going to add half a cup of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon zest, 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, and then this is where I break with tradition. I do like to add a little pinch of cayenne pepper just to give the shrimp rolls a little bit of a kick. But if you don't like spicy things, you could definitely leave it out. Now we're just gonna whisk that up until everything is nice and combined. And then we are also gonna add half a cup of fresh celery that's been diced to give our shrimp rolls a little bit of a crunch, and 2 tablespoons of minced shallots. I like to use the shallots instead of the red onions because I find that they're just a little bit sweeter. And then a tablespoon of freshly minced dill. So you can go ahead and just combine all of that until your dressing is nice and mixed. And then what I like to do, especially if I'm making this ahead of time, is take out about 3 tablespoons of the dressing and set it aside. And the reason I do this is because we're gonna refrigerate this maybe a few hours ahead or even overnight would be fine. And right before serving, I do like to add a little bit more dressing because most of it will get soaked up by the shrimp. So that's a good thing to do if you're making this ahead of time. At this point, we can go back to our shrimp and remove the tails, and you can just squeeze them and they pop right off. And then we are going to chop in bite-sized pieces all of the shrimp, and then you can add the shrimp to the dressing. And just give it a good toss, making sure everything is combined. Then we're gonna cover our salad, and everything is ready to go for our party. So you can pop that in the fridge, and then we can start on the corn salad. I love to serve corn salad in the summertime, and the sweetness of the corn is the perfect flavor combination with the sweetness of that shrimp. So we are going to make this real easy, and all we're gonna do is take our fresh corn and just blanch it quickly in some boiling water. Once it's done, you wanna pop it in a colander and just run it under some cold water to stop the cooking. And then once it's cool enough to handle, you can slice off your corn, just turning it in quarters, making sure that you're getting all the kernels, and transfer that to a bowl. If I have kids coming to the party, I will usually leave a few cobs uncut and just slice them in half. I find the kids prefer the cobs and the grown-ups like the salad. Then to our corn, we're gonna add a cup of diced cherry tomatoes and a cup of diced bell peppers. I love the combination of all of these colors because it's so summery. Now, if you're making this ahead of time, at this stage, you could cover the vegetables and pop them in the fridge, and then we're gonna make our dressing. So in a small bowl, you're gonna take the juice of half a lime. To that, we're gonna add 1 minced garlic clove, a 1/4 teaspoon of dried basil. I do like to use the dried basil in this with the fresh basil because I think you're gonna get a lot of interesting flavor that way. And then we're slowly gonna drizzle in 3 tablespoons of olive oil and then add a little salt and pepper just to taste. So moments before serving, we're gonna take our dressing, add it to our corn salad, and then the final step is just to add about a 1/4 cup of freshly chopped basil. And then you can give that a toss and transfer it to your favorite serving bowl. Okay, so to prep our shrimp rolls, here's what we're gonna do. we're gonna take out a split top bun. Now, that is just really because I am from New England, and where I come from, you have to have a shrimp roll or a lobster roll in a split top bun. It's all about the grilled bun, but if you can't find them in your store, you could also use a hot dog bun. We are going to butter each side with a little bit of melted butter and grill them just for a few minutes on each side until nice and golden brown. Then you can scoop this beautiful shrimp salad into your toasty rolls and set them on a platter. I love this idea because it is so summery to just tuck into one of these beautiful shrimp rolls. It's the kind of thing that people can eat on their laps. It's fun, it's interactive. The whole thing can be made the day before and served chilled. And I love that because sometimes when you're entertaining in the summertime, it can be so hot that the last thing you want to do is fire up the grill. And so this way, everything's ready to go and it's all cool. I hope you guys give this one a try and let me know what you think. And I also hope that you head on over to Rachel's channel and check out her video. She's gonna show you how to get your outdoor space all ready for summer entertaining. All right, you guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little series. I know that I have. It's gotten me all inspired for summer. And I will see you back here tomorrow for another delicious recipe. Until then, bye.
Than just survival.